Welcome back to the All Juve cast, where of course it's all Juve all the time. I'm Alberto. I'm going to hit you with the news surrounding La Vecchia Signora to May 5th. That's right, Cinque Maggio. Okay, so we're definitely going to talk about on this day in the history of Juventus, a great one. We're going to get into some transfer rumblings. We're going to talk about the high-profile midfielders Juventus is still in on, and then get to Max's presser ahead of Genoa Juventus, which will take place tomorrow. All that right now. All right, Juventini. So let's kick it off with the Cinque Maggio. Okay, happy 5th of May, Juventini. I'm wearing this jersey for exactly that reason. This was a great day 20 years ago where Juventus took over the Scudetto and ripped it out of Inter's hands on the final day with a victory 2-0 over Udinese. Of course, Del Piero and Trezeguet, your goal scorers, and then Inter collapsed in an unexpected loss to Lazio 4-2. And this is fantastic. A great day. So happy Cinque Maggio to all of you. All right. This also is one of my favorite kits. And I always talk about it. I'm a kit collector. I have about 124 Juventus ones right now. And this one, it's all about the memories, all the kits. It's all about the memories. And this one holds that day with it. And I absolutely love it. And it is one of my favorites for that reason. Now, happy Cinque Maggio. Let's get to the goods. Okay, right out of the gate, let's talk some transfer rumblings and whatnot. And Coney De Winter, two Bundesliga teams are interested in De Winter. We know that he is basically not wanting to be a fringe player next season at Juventus, and he does not want to go back to the U23 side, so he's going to be looking to push himself. I brought this news to you about last week when it was starting to get reported, and here we are now starting to see some teams come forth being interested in him. And the two teams, one is Bayer Leverkusen, the other one is VfL Bochum. So he's got two clubs from the Bundesliga interested. Let's see what happens with De Winter. I don't see any way, shape, or form that he gets into the mix for the top side with us next season. So yeah, it is what it is. If he wants to challenge himself and go abroad, I spoke about this last week when I first brought this news. It is going to happen. You're not going to be able to keep all your promising youngsters. Some simply just won't have the space, and that's unfortunately what's going to seemingly happen with De Winter. Now, let's get on to the other side, left back, Sandro. Sandro is going to be very, very difficult to deal. Okay, so we are getting links, and Juventus is definitely testing the market and seeing what's out there for left back replacement for Sandro, but he is not going to be easy to move, and they will struggle. So Cherubini and Arriva Bene have their work cut out to try and get Sandro moved in order to bring in another left back. So, of course, his salary complicates things as he's making a great salary. And why would Sandro leave that? He's not going to see that somewhere else. So that's what makes it complicated. Unless Juventus decides to swallow the pill and start taking some hits on that salary, I don't see a way they move him. They might have to potentially participate in that salary, which is fine. At some point, you just got to bite the bullet and take a hit. So let's see what happens. Now let's get into Moise Kean. Moise Kean is also going to be difficult. There's an obligation set to purchase Moise Kean. However, it's after another season of loan, and Moise Kean is going to be another difficult task for Cherubini and Arriva Bene to navigate this summer. So Sandro and Kean, going to be issues. Why is Keane so relevant as well? Is because he is said to be the one that they have to ship out in order to get Raspadori in. I don't necessarily believe that. And talks are intensifying with Raspadori. Juventus and Sassuolo will meet. They're going to meet after the Coppa Italia final between Juventus and Inter to discuss Raspadori. Juventus is said to not want to take nearly as long as it was with Locatelli. Everybody remembers that saga. They want to close things fast with Raspadori. So after the Coppa Italia, expect for things to intensify on that front. Now let's get to Rabiot. Rabiot's contract is up in 2023 in the summer. His value is going to take a hit. The fact that he's going into the last season in January, he'll probably start to be able to talk to teams and whatnot. I don't know if Juventus is going to be able to swing a move this season, this Mercado season. Hopefully they can, because obviously, going into the last year, it's going to hurt any type of moves that Juventus could try to make. So if you're going to move them, now this summer would be the one to do it. So let's see what happens on that front. Now, in terms of the high-profile midfielders, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and Paul Pogba, Juve are very much still in there. This being reported by this channel's friend Mirko Di Natale, okay, one of the top journalists out there right now. So being reported that SMS still very much in play for Juventus. Okay, Manchester United obviously not going to be Champions League potentially. He's going to want Champions League football. It is said he wants to stay in Italy. Again, we keep talking will of the player. We got to hope will of the player is Juventus. The trickiest thing on that one is going to be Lotito. But Pogba said that PSG is favorable for him to move to. However, Juventus has had contacts on both Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and Paul Pogba this week. Speaking with Enzo Raiola, of course, Mino after his sad passing, of course, his cousin taking over things at their firm. And basically, Juventus has said on a reduction of salary, Pogba is in place. So obviously, Juventus still an option there for Pogba, but we got to be serious. SMS, there needs to be a full press on Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. If Juventus still in the mix, get after that. That has to be top priority, in my opinion. But you guys know how I feel. I lay it out for all of you to play it out. Hit me in the comments. I can't wait to mix it up with you on everything you heard today on the news and what your thoughts are. Now let's get into the Max Allegri press conference ahead of Genoa Juventus, which will take place tomorrow. Okay, he basically says Danilo will be rested. Okay, Pellegrini is out. Quadrado is available. De Sciglio and Miretti will play. So the youngster, after a great first start, getting another start against Genoa. Arthur will be evaluated today in training. And then Vlahovic, Szczesny, and Rabiot will all start the match as well. Formation, Max says, will be determined later today. But make no mistake, this match, Serie A, doesn't really matter. The big one is the one after this, which is the Coppa Italia final. So whatever formation you want to go with, however many starters you get, I would do it based not on Genoa, but based on Inter. Get ready for that Inter match and play something that's going to be similar. Get these guys kind of ready and comfortable in the setup you're going to use for them, not necessarily Genoa, because this result ultimately does not matter to us. Okay, whether we finish third or we stay in fourth, it is what it is. Fourth is sealed at minimum. Let's focus on that Coppa Italia. We have to beat Inter on that one. Okay, so that's the big one for me. But again, drop your thoughts and comments and opinions on the video in the description here. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, okay? And enter yourself automatically by subscribing to win the Away Vlahovic kit, which we will give away in about a week's time, all right? Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will talk tomorrow live on this channel as we have the match day live for Genoa versus Juventus, which will be 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you're there with us and join us in the live chat. Fino alla fine, Forza Juve, and happy Cinque Maggio. Ciao.